Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Reigate Park Church. I have the pleasure of introducing our speaker this evening, Grace Filby. Now, Grace has a lot of accomplishments. She has a degree, Bachelor of Arts, with honours in biology and psychology. She was also a Fellow of the Royal Society of Arts. She had a Certificate of Education in Science and was a teacher for a long time. I've known her for many years. In fact, one other of her achievements was to be one of my Saturday girls in my shop in Reigate. And the other thing, and I don't think this applies tonight, but we have her dance teacher here from many years ago who taught Grace for ballet. But you're not dancing, are you?
Not tonight.
So, unfortunately, her teaching career came to an abrupt halt about 10 years ago through illness, and she was forced into retirement. But since then, she has been awarded a Churchill Fellowship, that was in 2007, and has travelled to many countries overseas. No doubt we're all intrigued to know what being a Churchill Fellow is, how you get to be one, and also how one of our greatest statesmen came to be connected with Reigate. So without more ado, I'll ask you to welcome Grace Filby.
Thank you. It's really lovely to see so many people here in such familiar surroundings as well. That's great. First of all, I'll just say a few words about the Churchill Fellowship, and then I want to introduce you to John Banks from Chase Hospice. Well, the Winston Churchill Memorial Trust was set up just after Churchill's funeral, which was actually on the 30th of January, 1965. And the idea is that every year, approximately 100 citizens of the United Kingdom are chosen and awarded a fellowship so that they can travel overseas to make a difference. Some worthy reason for doing so. And I was very lucky to be awarded that. It's been a great privilege and it's opened up lots of doors. My journey was to the Republic of Georgia and to Poland and to the United States and Canada. So that was many weeks overseas, and it was very exciting. There are a few other Churchill Fellows here tonight, and most of you are local, so you know the area that I'm talking about very well. Now, may I please introduce John Banks to you? Come and join us, John. John is an ambassador for Chase, the Children's Hospice in Guildford, which is my chosen charity for doing this talk. And John, I hope that you could explain a little bit about what you do in a few minutes before we get cracking on the talk.
I certainly will. First of all, Grace, thank you for choosing Chase as your chosen charity. This is actually my second gig with Grace. I'm beginning to feel a little bit like the warm-up act now. Chase Hospice for Children is based in Guildford. It covers all of Surrey, parts of Hampshire and Berkshire. It cares for families and for children in particular who will not reach the age of 19. There are two parts to Chase. There is the hospice itself, which has 12 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms for families, has a swimming pool, a light room, a music room with a set of drums in it, which I hear quite often. Families can go to Chase, the hospice in Guildford, 4 weeks in the year, and there's no cost to the families. It also does home visits for literally 365 days a year, and allows the families, the fathers, the mothers, the brothers, the sisters, to do the normal things in life, because very often most of these children require care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Chase is a charity. It costs £4 million a year to run. The government, and there's no politics in this, the government very generously gives 6% of that sum, which means that the hospice has to raise £3.75 million a year just to keep going. It's a fabulous place. You can go and see it, you can go in on certain days, and you can see all the fantastic work that they actually do. It is truly amazing. I help out, I think it's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. Well, you'll see that I have some miners' helmets here, and these are for any donations that you would be able to make at the end of the evening. And there are 2 beside the exit doors, 1 on the table in the foyer, and there is this one here. So I do hope that you'll be able to give generously, because it's such an important cause. There's actually a lovely link with Winnie the Pooh and Churchill, which I shall just explain quickly now. At the hospice, there is a central area where the building appears to turn a corner, and it's called Pooh Corner. The nurses use it as their resting space, and it's so beautifully designed and decorated with lots and lots and lots of Winnie the Poohs and even a Tigger. Well, I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute, but I'll just get myself sat down, and I hope that everybody's turned off their mobile phones, please, because we are recording this. And we could do with the lights down. I don't know if you could do that for me, please, Peter. I'll just move Eric Sykes for now. He's a special guest tonight, and he's absolutely thrilled about it. I got a phone call from his agent the other day, and I'm going to read an extract from his autobiography. He was here.